We're going to start sitting. So let's get sitting. And we're just going to have one leg in front and one leg behind, kind of like the feet stacked in front of the other. And before we start moving, let's just take a couple breaths here. So turn the backs of your wrists up on your knees. The palms are relaxed on your knees. And why don't we just close our eyes here and take a couple of breaths to become present into this moment. Feel the breath entering through your nose, filling up your chest and your belly, and softly releasing it all. Feel your seat on the floor and lift up from your heart all the way up to the top of your head, getting a little bit longer and allowing the breath to come in a little bit deeper and wider with that extra space. Connecting with your body, connecting with your breath and your heart. Good, and then you can open your eyes. I'm just going to check and see if anything was written here. Hi, Tammy. So glad you're here. Okay, so we're going to turn our hands now onto our knees, and we're going to do some hip circles. What we're going to do first is actually just sort of rock back onto the tailbone. Feel that kind of lowering to the belly. And then we're going to turn toward the back, the leg that's behind. So start leaning in that direction, whichever one was comfortable for you. And then you're going to come forward and to the other side. And just turning in these nice big circles. Good. So if the mirroring is correct, then this is your left side and this is your right side. And my left is behind. So if you want to just go with me, that's how I'm doing it. And let's add the breath. So big exhale as we come back and inhale forward. And keep the head looking toward the camera. We're not going to be moving the neck yet, just keeping it forward. Big inhale, filling the chest and belly with air, and then squeezing it out. Moving with your breath. Try to take up the whole inhale on the way forward and the whole exhale on the way back. And then just rock yourself back up to center and cross the legs. Switch the legs. So whichever one was in front. If you're mirroring me, I think that your right should be behind. I'm never quite sure how it looks when the recording is done. But if the right one is behind, then just hold onto your knees, rock back a little bit onto your tailbone, and then start moving in the direction of your back leg. That just helps the stretch be the correct way on the hip that we're rolling toward. Exhale back, inhale forward. Exhale through your mouth and big inhale through your nose, if that's comfortable for you. Each time you exhale, breathing out all the old stale air, and then breathing in some new fresh air, fresh energy. One more time, inhale, and then just exhale yourself back to center here. Drop your shoulders, and we're just going to turn our palms facing the floor, so there's a little bend in the wrists. And, not tight or tense, just a little bend in the wrists. And just see if you can feel the connection between the palms of your hands and the earth below you. Just taking a couple breaths here. Feeling that electromagnetic energy of the earth connecting with your hands. Just breathing like this. Remember to melt any tension off your neck and your shoulders. Seeing what you feel. Is there a tingling? Is there a warm sensation? Is there kind of a pulling or a pushing? Seeing if you just start to notice some connection between your hands and the earth energy. And then turn the palms up And we're just going to inhale the arms up above, hold them at the top, and just slightly squeeze in the belly button to hold in that air, and then exhale down to that position again. Good, and then turn the palms up and inhale. Feel you're lifting up the air and the energy all around you. Hold in your belly button, hold in the air. Exhale down. And on the way down now, we're just going to rock onto the tailbone a little bit. And on the way up, rocking forward. So doing this a few times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then hold both arms up. Drop the right arm and let the left arm drape over your head. Good. Feeling a stretch through the whole armpit, the ribs, the hip. Good. And then sink into that lower arm a little bit and just kind of bounce off to come up, floating up in between into the center and float to the other side. Just holding here in a stretch. See if your upper arm can come close to your ear, but drop that shoulder blade down. And then bend a little further and push off your hand to float up. And then we'll go back and forth a few times. So exhaling to the side, inhale up, exhale, inhale, float up through your heart. Exhale, bending toward the earth, gliding back up, and exhale, and open up. Just holding here. And then bringing our hands behind us, just slightly behind the hips and the feet on the floor, wide. So make sure they're nice and wide. And we're going to do some windshield wipers. So you're kind of leaned back onto the sit bones and just dropping one knee and dropping both knees, to one side, and then the other side. Opening through the hips, through the whole front of the thigh. Good. Inhaling to one side. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And inhale, hold this side. And if it feels comfortable for you, it's going to just for a second, just stretch out that back leg and reach the opposite arm over to the toes. Just a quick stretch. And then coming back. Bring the foot back on the floor, swing the knees to the other side, stretch out the back leg and reach the other arm, the opposite arm toward the toes. And then coming back. And now we'll swing our legs behind us and come to a cat-cow, to a hands and knees here. So taking a moment on your hands and knees, imagine your weight really equally distributed between both of the hands and both of the shins. Feeling really grounded and even. And then doing some cat-cows here. So let's inhale the belly down and the heart up. Exhale, the tailbone comes down, the back of the heart comes up. Inhaling to cow. Exhale to cat. Really draw in the belly button. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Draw in the belly button, but release the booty muscle there. Sometimes we hold that tight at this pose, really trying to release it. Open and exhale. Feel any tension melting off your hips. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now step your left leg, should be your left leg, the leg closer to the camera, out behind you, just so it's in a straight leg here. And we're going to take the opposite, the shin that's down, the right shin, and kind of just swivel it out, like toward the right arm. So we're kind of kickstanding that shin, turning onto the sole of the straight leg, and lifting up that same arm. So we're in a supported side plank here. And we just turn this lower shin out to give us a little more support. Good. Push through the lower hand. Drop any tension out of the shoulder. And if you want, you can look up over the top arm. Feel your sole really planted on the floor, the back foot. Feel the energy shooting at your fingertips. And then lower everything back down, coming through center, and then going the other way. So stretch the right foot behind you, really press through that sole. Swivel the left shin out a little bit, just to give yourself some support. Turn the right sole down, and lifting the arm up. So we're probably facing away from each other now, but just doing the same thing on this side. Breathing along that whole side of the body. And then coming down. Good. Once again, back to hands and knees. And now we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg, but let me guide you into that. So feeling the spine really neutral here. And push your hand into your left, push your weight into your left hand. So really anchor that into the ground, and your right shin. So the opposite shin and hand. Good. And then lift your left leg up, feeling stable here. So it's the left hand down and the left leg up, and then the right arm up. So the opposite arm and leg are reaching out. Try to make sure both hip bones are pointing to the floor. Good, and feeling this long line of energy from the front hand all the way through the back foot. And we're going to inhale here and exhale, draw the opposite knee to elbow. Squeezing in. And inhale, open. Exhale, close. Evenly pushing through the hand and the shin that are on the floor. One more time, open and close. And then open and drop. And just aligning yourself one more time, and we'll go the other way. So push your left, pushing your right hand into the floor and your left shin, lifting the right leg and the left arm. Good. Just take a moment here to breathe through that long line of energy from the front hand to the back foot. If you want, you can flex the back heel, really pushing through the sole, or point, whichever one feels good. And then inhale here and draw the opposite knee to elbow together on the exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, close. Inhale and exhale. And last time, inhale and drop everything down. And now we're going to tuck our toes under and come to a downward dog. So stretching the hips up, stretching through the back of your shins. Push through the thumb and the second finger, and then roll the outer shoulders in a little bit. Kind of tucking the triceps like toward you a little bit. It just opens up the whole upper back and the neck. Taking a couple breaths here. Good. And then we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky in a three-legged dog. Feel like you can touch the sky with the sole of your foot, connect with the sky's energy there. And then we're going to come forward into a plank, keep that knee up, and we're going to cross the opposite elbow on the exhale. And then inhale, push back up to three-leg dog. Exhale, bring that knee to the same side elbow, so to the right elbow. Inhale back up, stretch. Inhale and cross the opposite elbow, holding the belly in. Inhale and stretch. And then again to the right elbow. And then we're going to plant the right foot outside the right hand. So we're in a big, wide, low lunge. Feel your hips sink down a little bit. And then push into your left hand and peel your right arm up to the sky. So you're in a big twist here. Really open through the back of your heart and feel yourself lean into the back of your heart a little bit. So feel open to the front. And then drop that hand down. Good. Step back into a plank, and then once again, push yourself into a downward dog. And we'll just go the other way. So lifting the left leg up, really flex through the ankle, feel the sole connect to the sky. Inhale here, and then exhale, cross to the opposite elbow, holding the belly up so you're forward in a plank. Inhale to three-leg dog, stretch the leg out. Inhale, roll forward into plank and touch the knee to the same side elbow. Inhale and stretch. Exhale to the opposite elbow. Inhale and stretch. Exhale to the same side elbow to the left and drop the left foot down. Plant your right hand on the floor and peel your left arm up. Pull your right shoulder away from the ear. If it's hiking up there, just kind of pull it down. Really reach up to the sky through those fingertips. Feel open through your chest. Lean into the back of your heart. Good. And then coming forward. Step once more into a downward dog. And then bring your knees onto the floor and step back onto your heels. Good. And if you want, you could just turn toward the camera, however you are, just to be able to see here. So we're going to do, this actually comes from a Kundalini move. So we're going to have our hands on right in front of our heart in prayer. Good. And we're going to come up onto our shins and really shoot the arm up to the sky and open out with the arms at the shoulder, palms up, and then coming back down into prayer. Exhale down, tip the head down toward the hands a little bit, and then inhale, shooting up like a big fountain. Exhale in. Inhale, open. And just do this a few times at your own pace. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open. Receive all the energy above you. Exhale, bring it into your heart. And inhale, give that energy back out from your heart, out to the sky. Draw it in. Inhale and give. And exhale, receive. Good. And then just tip your head down for a moment, bowing down to your heart. And then we'll come back to a hands and knees. So just back into the length of your mat. Tuck the toes under and push up to a downward dog. And start walking the hands back to the feet. So now you're just in a comfortable forward fold. And if you need to, you can bend your knees. Try to release all the energy out to the base of your skull so your whole neck lengthens. Just a couple breaths here. With each exhale, see if gravity could drop your head a little further to the floor. And then lean your weight into the heels of your feet. Hold your belly button in and start to roll up the spine. One vertebrae at a time, feeling your spine get really long as it lengthens up. Stacking nice and long and straight. Feel your shoulders roll back. Allow the top of your head to reach up to the sky. Good. And then you can just gently turn toward the camera so we're looking at each other here. And I'm going to turn my camera up a little bit. Okay. So now just in this mountain pose here, comfortable position with the legs. And we'll take a few breaths, connecting with the earth below and the sky above. So what we do is let your breath really sink into the lower belly. You can even put your hand on your lower belly and feel the breath rise and fall. Connecting with that power center right there. Good. The knees can be just ever so slightly soft, which really helps us ground to the earth. Good. And then drop your arm to your side and send that energy from your belly down each leg and out to the bottom of each foot. Feel the sole of the foot spread and relax on the floor. And feel that energy really rooting you down each leg into the earth. Rooting you down, down, down. Good. And then drawing the energy from the earth back up the roots. Back all the way up to the sole of your foot. Feel the energy traveling up each leg, back up into your belly, and then right up through the center of your body, through your heart, and up through the top of your head, reaching and branching out up to the sky. So we're in this tree energy here, rooting down, drawing up, and lifting and expanding out in all directions. And then open your eyes, turn your palms out, and sink your knees a little more. And we'll inhale up. Exhale, cleansing the energy down with the palms down, right down the center of the body. Bend the knees a little more on that exhale. Inhaling, rising up. Exhale, cleanse and clear anything you're ready to release, anything that doesn't belong to you. Just let it go back to the earth. Inhale, rising and looking up. Exhale, clearing the space. Good. And now we're just going to bring the feet out a little bit wider. Once again, soft through the knees, soft through the shoulders. Bring the palms together and start rubbing the palms. Big inhale into your chest and heart. Exhale out, releasing its stale air. Energizing and warming up your upper body. A few more times. And release. Good. And then bringing both hands onto the belly once again. Drop the knees. And we'll start brushing the energy along the skin. So brushing up to the heart. At the heart, cross up to the opposite arm. Coming down the arms. Hands back together and back to the heart. Brush up the neck. Over the face and head, down the back of the neck to the top of your shoulders, across the front of the shoulders to the upper back. And now as we basically hang forward, we're drawing the energy down the back, brushing down the outer legs, right over the top of the foot, over the toes, and then up the inner ankle, inner shin and thigh, back up to the belly. Good. Inhale up to the belly. Exhale, across the arms. Inhale up over the face and head. Exhale down the back and down the outer legs. Drop the head at the bottom and roll your spine up as we draw up the inner legs, up to the belly. Inhale to the heart. Exhale across the arms. Inhale up over the face and head. Exhale down the body, brushing any tension, any blocks in the flow away. Inhaling up. And one more time. Exhale across. Inhale up and over. Exhale down the outer leg. And up the inner leg. Okay, and then keeping your hand on our lower belly, roll the shoulders up, and then drop the hands at your sides. And stepping nice and wide here with the toes pointed out. You want your feet wide enough so that when your knees bend, that they're not passing your toes. So make sure that they look like they're coming down pretty straight. Bring the arms out and inhale. And then just exhale, tip over to one side. Bend the knees a little deeper so you're in a nice low squat. And then inhale, opening up like a big starfish. Exhale to the other way. Inhale, open. Exhale. If you want, you can look up under that upper elbow, looking up to the sky. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then just stopping, pausing at the front. Turn the toes forward a little bit. And now we're going to start the twist. We've done this before a few times in the morning. So the hands stay level with the floor, parallel. And then one comes to the opposite shoulder. And one drops behind the lower back. And we turn to the side and bend the knees. And then open to the center. Exhale, lifting up that back heel and swiveling a little bit on the toe. So we can dip the knee down. Good. Hopefully that makes sense. Opening and coiling in like a little coil of energy, and then gliding open to the other side. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale, open. Sorry, I lost the breath there. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale. And let's pause on this side. And what we're going to do is turn, what am I doing here? Turn the front toe toward the knee and the back, and just let the back heel come down. So we're in kind of a warrior stance with our legs, and just reach the arms out. So coming into a warrior two here, aligning the feet so that the front heel is aligned with the inner arch of the back foot. And then just stretch your arms out from your heart. Bend the front knee a little bit if you can, feeling long between the tailbone and the top of the head. And looking over that front fingers, relax through the shoulders. Good. And then we're going to lower the front forearm onto the front thigh. Can bend a little deeper into the knee, and bringing the back arm above your head. So big, long side angle here. Good. And then using your core, lift yourself up, coming all the way to the back with the back arm and reaching up with the front arm. Good. Exhale into the angle. Really lengthen through your whole side of your body. Inhaling up, peaceful warrior. Exhale and lower. Inhaling up. Good. And then last time to the angle, and then just drop that hand down to the floor and stepping all the way to a plank. Just holding here for a couple breaths. I like to imagine here that there's those big giant blue exercise balls, that there's one of them under me. So you're feeling that tiny little bit of a curve holding you up, holding your belly button up, and you're feeling supported. Reach through the soles of your feet and your top of your head. Good. And then coming back to a downward dog. And walking the hands back to your feet. Rolling up the spine. Good. And then stepping all the way back to center and stepping wide again. And we'll start with the wide squat, bringing the arms out to the sides and exhaling to the side. Inhaling, stretch and open. Exhale to the side. Inhaling, open. Exhaling. Oh, so I was bringing my arm in front. Now I'm bringing it behind, but do whatever feels good for you. We're just a little more open to the chest here, so this allows the upper arm to really reach back. Good. Exhale and pause. And now we'll start twisting. Exhale and twist. Inhale, gliding open across the other side. Exhale, twist. Inhaling, open. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale. Exhale, always lifting up that back heel. Inhale and exhale, and pause on this side. Turn the back whole foot down. Good. And then just reaching the arms out and swiveling, kind of scooting that front foot up if you need to. So you're in a big wide warrior two here. Make sure the front foot is in the same direction as the front knee. And then the back of the front foot is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Just breathing here. Drop your energy down through your tailbone and lifting up to the top of your head. And reaching out from the heart through both arms. Energizing through the fingertips. And bringing the front forearm onto the front knee. Can come forward into that knee if you need to. Draping the back arm over the top of your head and looking up. Opening through your chest. Pushing through the back sole of your foot to extend the energy out to the top of the arm. Good. Good. And then really anchor both feet into the floor. Pull your belly in to pull you up. And draping back to a peaceful warrior. Inhale. And exhale to the side angle. Inhaling, stretch. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, draping back gently. Exhale forward, hold here. And then just allow that arm to circle down to the floor, bringing the other arm down to the floor, coming to this low lunge here, and then stepping back to a plank and taking a couple of breaths here once again. Lengthen through the back of your neck and the top of your head. Feeling that big ball under you, suspending you, giving you that support. Good. And then lower the knees. And let's lower back into a child's pose for a couple breaths. So your arms could either be in front or down by your side, whichever is comfortable. Taking a few breaths here. Each time you inhale, feel your hips just sink and surrender deeper to the floor. Good. And then just rolling up on your shins, sitting up tall, coming to your feet, kind of like coming forward so you can swing back onto your feet. Stretch the legs up and roll up the spine. Good. And once again, coming toward to face the front. The feet are a little wider than the hips. Actually, pretty much right under the hips. So more of a narrow stance here. And come down to kind of like a skier's pose. Your butt is coming back, your chest is coming forward, your arms are right behind you. And then we're going to swing the arms up as we come up on our toes and inhale. And exhale, swing down. And just moving in this energetic movement here. Inhale up, exhale down. If you can, popping up on your toes each time. If you want to, you can even do a little hop. Whichever feels good. Just really bring your energy up from the earth with us each time we come up. A few more times. Try to keep the back of the neck long, so you might have to look down a little bit each time you come down. Good. And then holding up. Whoop. See if you can hold yourself up there. Come back down. And right away, step wide. And we'll start leaning our weight knee to knee to catch our breath, rolling the shoulder back. Big inhale and exhale, and then making big circles with the arm. Feeling big and wide and open, taking up all the energy, taking up all the space around you, in front of you, behind you, side to side. And then coming back to center, bring the feet in so they're a little wider than the hips, toes are front. And we'll do this wave to the butterfly wings movement that we did a couple days ago. So squatting down, bringing the hands by the knees with the palms face forward. And inhaling, imagine you're bringing this wave of energy up over your head. And when your hands get to your shoulders, turning the palms forward and pushing them forward as you bend your knees. Inhale, everything comes open, wide. Imagine you're opening these big butterfly wings around you. Exhale, scooping down. Inhale, waving over your head. Exhale, push forward. Inhaling, open, open, open. Exhale, scoop down. A few more times like this. Push that energy out of your hands. Inhale, open the wings. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, scoop that energy over your head. Exhale, push it out. Inhaling, open. Good. Inhale, imagine this crashing wave of the ocean coming over you and then pushing away from you. And then open and bring your hands down to your sides. And now we're going to be stepping, excuse me, the feet kind of to the corner of the room, but both feet are turned in the same direction. So it's almost like you're facing the corner of the room and you just step forward with one of your legs. Good. And we'll just do a few movements here. Make sure that when your knee is bent in the front that you could see the toes, so it's not passing your toes. And just hang out in this high lunge, the small lunge here. Push through the back heel and lengthen through the top of your head. Good. And then bring both arms up to the shoulder height with the palms facing each other, parallel arms. Good. And as we start to lengthen the front legs, kind of coming up to a straight leg, it's almost like you're drawing the energy and strumming this energy up the inner arm. So you don't have to touch the arm, but like even just from parallel, moving along the inner arm, through the inner chest and open to the back. So you're in a little bit of a twist here. Good. And then that back arm comes in a big semicircle forward as we lean into the front knee again. So opening up and closing forward. Opening up, twist to the chest, close. And now make it really graceful, strumming this energy open. Exhale, imagine your wings closing and opening, closing. Inhaling open, flapping the wings closed. Inhaling open. A couple more times like this. Keep the back of your neck and the shoulders relaxed. Good. One last time. Open. And exhale, close. And then just drop the hands by your side. Bend a little deeper into the knee and push off the front foot. And why don't you just step your feet back and forth to loosen up through the ankles. You can roll through the ankles if you need. And then just turning to the opposite direction. So, I don't know. I'm not really quite on my mat anymore. I'm like half on, half off, but it's fine. If that's the same for you. So make sure both feet are looking in the same direction and lean into that front knee. Just a big, kind of a tall lunge up here. Push your weight through your back sole of your foot and out through the top of your head. Good. And then bring both arms up parallel to each other and the palms facing each other. And start straightening the front knee and opening the arm along the inner arm and to the back. Good. And then a big sweeping semicircle with the arm to meet as you lean into the front knee again. Good. Inhaling open and stretch. Exhale, close. Good. Inhaling open, look to that back hand and past it. Exhale, sweeping forward. Inhaling open. Exhale, sweep forward. Inhaling open. And last time, exhale, sweeping forward. Drop the hands, bend a little deeper into the knee, push off the foot. Coming back once again and stepping foot to foot. And now we'll go into a tree pose. So shooting your energy down your left leg. Really feel it sending like those roots back into the ground like we did before. And gently lifting up the right foot and putting it either on your inner shin, or if you want, reaching down to put it onto your inner thigh, bringing the hands to prayer. Just taking a couple breaths, trying to center and ground here. Reaching your energy up to the top of your head. Lift your chest and your heart into your hands, into your prayer. I'm just going to lower my foot a little bit. Good. Then we're going to try some swaying. So it's definitely a challenge for the balance, but bringing this feeling of flexible wood energy, like bamboo swaying into the wind. So reaching both arms up to the sky in a V here. Drop your shoulders down and just gently coming with one arm, the left arm down to the left leg and the right arm draping overhead, and then back to center. And if you can, allowing the right arm to rest on the right leg and reaching the left arm over. And back to center And going back and forth a few times like this. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale. So a lot of side core work here, holding us up. Inhale, drop, and then just inhale out to the sides. Drop everything down, walking through your feet a little bit, and going the other way. So shoot your energy down your right leg, lift your left foot up to the inner leg, and hands to prayer. Just a couple breaths here. Opening your heart, pressing your heart into your hands, reaching up to the top of your head, melting down your shoulders. And then growing those branches up to the sky. Exhaling the right arm down, the left arm away from the left leg, and then the left arm toward the left leg. Inhaling through center. Exhale. Good. If you fall out of balance, just coming back to center, coming back to balance. Good. Inhale last time, reaching over. And then stepping everything down. And then we'll do one more balancing thing. We're going to be moving from a knee up position to a warrior three. Okay, so I'll walk you through it. So I'm going to turn it at an angle so you guys can see me. But we're just basically, once again, sending our energy down to the left leg and lift the right knee up so the thigh is parallel with the floor. Flex through that foot so you're really feeling energy through the sole of your foot. Make sure your shoulders are dropped. And then as we tip forward with the upper body, we're going to bring the left leg just to kick behind us. Good. And I keep my hands on my hips. That helps me balance, but wherever yours feel good for you. And let's exhale as you stretch everything out. Inhale, draw that knee in and feel like you're consolidating your energy together and then spreading it out. Inhale together. Exhale, feel this opening through that hip of the leg that's reaching. Inhale and reach. The lower knee, the bottom leg knee is just a little soft, not locking through the knee. Exhale and reach. Good. And one last time, just bringing that knee up and stepping it down and walking from foot to foot. And I'll just go the other way so you guys can see me. Sending your energy down your right leg, lifting your knee up on the left. Inhale here and exhale, reach the top of the head away from the sole of your foot. Good. Both sides will probably be different. Inhaling, drawing it all in. Exhaling, keeping the heart open always, even as you're tipped forward. Feeling the heart shining down and then shining up. Exhale and reach. A couple more times. Inhale and exhale. Really strengthening that lower leg and the back leg. And one last time, drawing the knee in and walking foot to foot. Okay, let me just see what we're doing here. Okay. So now we're just going to do 3 forward rolls. So I'll walk you through it. Drawing the energy up from that tippy top point of your head. Really feel it lifting up to the sky. And then start tipping that point down to the floor. Feeling a lengthening through the whole neck. And start rolling in a forward bend. Keeping your arms heavy. Keeping the top of the head heavy. Just coming to a comfortable forward fold. And then rolling back up. Feeling that inhale drawing you up, getting really tall at the top here. And once again, folding back down. Keeping the knees soft. Everything's heavy. Just releasing into gravity when you get to a comfortable position, rolling back up. And one last time, reaching up to the top of your head. Rolling down. And now pausing here and taking 3 earth circuit breaths. So inhaling up through the feet, up from the earth, through the soles of the feet. Feel the energy expanding the back. Exhale down through the spine and feel your energy draining back down into the earth. Also out through your hands. circulating in the earth and coming back up your feet on the inhale. Exhale through the top of your head and the hands back into the earth, circulating there. So seeing the circuit of energy through the earth and through your body. Exhale, release once more time to the earth. And then starting to lower down onto your butt. Good. As you continue that exhale and bringing the legs out wide. So you can face to the screen. Legs are out wide. Drop your shoulders down, lift up to the top of your head, and we'll just start rolling the ankles here. So what happens is that the knees kind of just naturally come up and down, pushing through the heel so you can roll the foot up and down. And each time you're up, kind of opening out and then rolling in. So feeling the top of the thigh bone, opening into the hip. A couple more times. Good, and then just holding it out. Reaching your arms out, take an inhale, and then on the exhale, drawing everything in like a little seed. Inhaling, expand. So again, you're sort of rocking back onto your sit bones here toward the tailbone, drawing it in. Inhaling, expand. Reach out through the chest, through the arms, through the hands. Exhale in. Inhaling, open. And I like to imagine, keep that going, that we have these wings. And imagining we can kind of touch each other's wingtips each time we're out. Even though we're separate, we're all connected. Inhaling, connect. Exhale, close. Good. And one last time, open. Holding out here. Once again, connecting. Imagine we can touch and tickle each other's wingtips. Good. And exhale, one arm down, the right arm down, draping the left arm over the head, stretching to the side, inhaling up, and exhale, stretch. Inhale, bounce back up. Exhale, stretch. Inhaling up. Exhale, stretch. Good. And then both hands down to your sides and push into your hands to bring your legs forward in front of you. And kind of adjust yourself so that you're really nice. If you want, you can pull the flesh away so you're on your sit bones. Sitting up tall here, really sending your energy down through the tailbone, up to the top of your head, dropping the shoulders. And then bring your hands onto your lower back. Pull the elbows together a little bit to stretch to the front of the shoulders. And we're going to sweep the energy along. So separating the hands, bringing them down the outer hips, down the outer legs. Press over the toes. Give a little stretch to the front of the toes. And then inhale the energy, drawing up the inner thigh. Really pull through that hip crease to the lower back. And exhale down the outer leg. So allowing this once again to move any block in the energy. It really helps you stretching. Feeling this warm, soothing energy along your skin. Inhaling together. One last time, coming forward, and then just breathing a couple breaths here. Your hands can just relax wherever they're comfortable. Each time you exhale, let gravity bring you a little further. And then rolling up. And then drawing your left knee in and turning it out with the foot onto the inner thigh of the right leg. Good. Sit up tall through your chest, through the top of your head, and just ever so slightly turn your chest toward the right foot and walk forward to fold here, dropping the head at the bottom. Just stretching through that front leg, the back of the leg. Once again, with each exhale, dropping into gravity, surrendering. And use your hands to walk yourself back up. When you get tall at the top, stretching the other foot forward and bringing the right leg in, letting that leg sink down. Tenting your fingers and just slightly turning the chest toward that front foot and start walking forward. Taking a few breaths, releasing on the exhale. on the inhale, feeling this little bit of a lift of your rising of your energy. Exhale, release your energy. And then walking the hands in, rolling up. Good. Bringing your hands behind you and the legs out in front. And we're just going to slowly roll down. So let's just do it slowly. The feet are on the floor. And you can either hold the sides of your thighs and really draw the belly in to control, roll down, or you could just do it with your hands on the floor. But just coming down to lay on the floor with your knees up. Your feet are on the floor. Good. And then just extend one leg out. We're going to extend our left leg out and bring the right leg up to the sky. So kind of scissored in the legs here. Draw your whole belly wall in and start peeling your head and upper back and arms off the floor. So holding the belly button in, just creating this little strengthening in the abs. Drop your shoulders toward the floor and then kind of toward the front toes. And then letting your whole upper back and leg come down, head come down, bringing the knee down, bringing the foot down. Bring now both knees up and switch legs. So reaching out through your your right foot on the floor. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Good. Brace your belly down a little bit and start peeling your head, upper back, and arms up. And then really let your shoulders drop away from your ear. So without even moving here, this is very strengthening for the core. You can look down to those lower toes. Feel like you can reach them with your fingertips, but keep the shoulders down away from your ears. And then lower the upper back and the head and the foot. Bring both feet up once again. And we'll do a bridge pose that I also learned from a Kundalini yoga class, and I really love it. So basically your hands are tented right on top of you. By tented, I mean like all the fingertips are touching, but the hands are far, but the palms are away from each other. So this little tent shape, and it's basically like right above your solar plexus here. Good. So because in the bridge pose, that's the chakra where we're really opening. So connecting that energy of the hands to that energy of the solar plexus, which is kind of like right above the belly button. Good. And then push your feet into the floor. Just feel that little kind of rounding of the lower spine. And from that solar plexus, belly lifting up to the sky and then bringing that whole tented shape above the head. Inhale here. Exhale, lower back to the beginning. Good. Inhale, always push through the feet first. Feel that it just naturally lifts up the hips and the belly. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed and keep it going. Exhale down. A few more times. So using that tented shape of the hands to almost draw your belly up energetically. And down. Good. And one last time up. And you can just hold it here. And roll down. Good. And before we rest, we'll just finish with a twist. So letting your both knees fall to one side. Keeping the knees, if it's comfortable, stacked one above the other. Good. If you need to, scoot the hips back a little bit so that the hips feel like they're right in a line underneath the head. Good. And then turn over the back shoulder, reach your arms out to a T, and take a few breaths here. So breathing into that solar plexus area again, feel that breath enter right there, kind of puff up that space. And then you exhale, feel the energy drawing down the top leg and the top arm. So breathing into the center and rippling the energy out, up and down. And just with that intention, feeling the twist deepen a little bit. And on the next exhale, bringing your hands back to your sides, rolling back onto your feet, bring your hips under you. Just take a moment to align and drop your knees the other way. Scoot your hips back a little bit so that you're feeling a long spine, a straight spine. Reach your arms out to a T, look over the back arm. And once again, breathing into the center and feel the exhale rippling up and down, opening through that shoulder of the arm you're looking toward and the hip that's on top. Breathing into the center and then opening down and up. Letting the twist deepen just by exhaling. And after the next exhale, bringing everything back together. Coming back to center and then reaching your legs out. If you need to, putting something under your knees to support them while we take a last few minutes resting in this pose. Feeling your body make a deeper imprint onto the floor. Just sinking down like you're in a bed of clay. Allow your eyes to really relax back. You're not using them. Allow your brain to sink back. Feel your jaw release. And any tension in your face muscles melt away. Feel your neck and throat relax and your shoulders drop. Feel an opening and a softening from your chest and heart all the way down your arms into the palms of your hands. And then once again, all the way from your chest down the spine. Feel an opening in the hips and releasing. Softening energy all the way down your legs, your thighs, your calves. Feel the openness in your ankles and all the bones of your feet. Your whole body completely relaxed and open. And one more time, bring your attention to that little seed that we planted about a week ago. And see how it's grown. Even if it's just a little bit, even if the roots have dug in and grown a little more, just know that it's strong, that it's sturdy, and that it's on its way. Drawing in any nourishment from below you, from the earth and from the sky and sun above, into that little seedling. And it's already carrying the blueprint for its growth, for its manifestation. All you need to do is just keep your focus, attention on it, on being present, and receiving and giving it nourishment. And when you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your attention back to your body, to the floor below you. And then you can draw your feet in so your knees are up, allowing your body to roll onto one side and just rest here. for a breath or two. And gently pushing yourself up to sit. Coming back once again where we started, the seated pose, hands on your knees, palms up. And a couple breaths just aligned here. Good. Inhale the arms out and up, prayer above you. And bring that prayer to your third eye, your prayer to your mouth, and your prayer to your heart. Bowing to your prayer, bowing to yourself, and bowing to each other. And thank you so much for coming, for watching, for being part of this awesome week together. I'll definitely be wrapping up a little bit, but I'll say goodbye for now. And once again,